Donald Trump's relationship with NATO has never been great. In his first administration, he even toyed of pulling out of the transatlantic alliance. And those doubts have not gone away despite the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, new members coming in during Biden's term, of course, but he has asked people to pay more and he wants them to pay even more, and is still, in private and in public, had question marks about Article 5 and whether he would rush the defence of any NATO member attacked. He said so in the campaign. That continues in his second administration. So with Mark Rutte as well having to deal with the clash between Denmark and the US over the Danish possession of Greenland, he was characteristically diplomatic.
Money started pouring in and NATO became much stronger because of my actions and working along with a lot of people, including Mark, but they would not pay for other presidents.
So what you did, so when it comes to Greenland, yes or not joining the US, I would leave that outside for me, this discussion, because I don't want to drag NATO in that. But when it comes to the High North and the Arctic, you are totally right. The fact that the outside Russia, there are 7 Arctic countries working together on this, under US leadership, is very important.
But overshadowing, of course, the future of the transatlantic relationship and all the other questions about NATO is the possible ceasefire in Ukraine. Now, obviously, NATO has been supporting Ukraine with weapons, as has the US, but there's a real feeling from the Americans that promises of NATO membership to Ukraine cannot happen. That is a key Russian demand, but also whether NATO countries, UK, France and others, will be able to deploy troops in the case of any enforcing a ceasefire or deterring any breaking of which. All these questions to be worked out in detail going forward, but the relationship between NATO and, of course, its biggest founding member still very much on the rocks, with many European leaders in private, not in public, working out ways in which to maintain the alliance with less or eventually no American commitment. Nathan King, CGTN at the White House.